I'm James Richard Ohannesian. My Armenian name is Hagop Dikran Ohannesian. May 5th of 1975, I moved to Sunnyvale, yeah.
Got it.
So I've been visiting and member in Sunnyvale since 75, is 50 years and 3 months, 4 months now. Well, since I was attending Bible Presbyterian College, attended Bible Presbyterian Church for 11 years during my time in Pasadena, that before I came to visit my sister on that Easter Sunday in March of '67, I went to the Pasadena Library looking for Reformed churches in this area, and so that I could direct them to one of those Reformed churches. And when I came Friday evening and Saturday, we were chatting. Somehow the subject came up, and they are attending here. I didn't have to use my list of churches to encourage them. They were already attending here. Pastor Atwell preached excellent sermons, even though it was long, 45 or so minutes, 50. I became a communicant member while he was here as a pastor, and he was very hospitable. He used to invite me over. I was single at the time. After Sunday morning services, he would invite me and maybe a few others occasionally. And they lived in what is called Gideon's apartment. One of the elders, Tom Lasandak, and Sam Moncrief owned apartment complex in Cupertino on Rainbow Street or something like that. So he lived in one of those apartments. So we used to have a lot of fellowship with his wife and him, yeah. Well, by 1993, Buchanan was the pastor, definitely now, I remember that. And actually, before that, I became a trustee in the 80s, and also the treasurer later. I took over from Eric Wampler. He was the treasurer at the time. He moved to San Jose, and I inherited his job. And Sal Solis approached me to consider eldership. At that time, I wasn't prepared, so I declined. And then 5 or so years later, Pastor Buchanan suggested it. By then I was ready to consider, and then I think it was sometime in March of 1993, I became an elder, or soon after, within a month or so. And the elders at that time, I think they had the opening prayer at the evening service. So at that time there were 4 of them. So they rotate each Sunday, different elder would lead. So when I was called, he also asked me. It was a very serious responsibility. I thought I spent a while to consider what would be an opening prayer, and ever since I took my responsibility seriously then, and it didn't depend on my memory, so I had to write out my prayers. No, it was faithful preaching, and the only thing was that through Krabandan and the following pastors, this place was really jam-packed on the Sunday mornings, probably 200 or more. I remember there was some particular meeting, I forget what it was. It was regular, ordinary Sunday worship service or some special occasion that we had to put chairs in the side pews, additional chairs. Well, faithful upholding the pastors, faithful preaching from the Word, upholding our pastors in our prayers, so that the Lord would prosper the preaching and bring some new members, and covenant children will profess faith and be added as members, and they, on their own, when they grow up, to be servant, faithful servant, in regardless what capacity that they are called to, whether in secular jobs or some sort of ministry or mission, that they would also be faithful in their callings. That's all I can pray for. Well, if it's a ordained office, they have to first would be willing to serve, and if they feel the call to serve in that capacity, and if they do, to do it with all their strength, and regardless of their level of education or abilities, just to do the best as unto the Lord, so the Lord would prosper their faithfulness in obeying what He asked them to do. So there's no magic here. It's just faithful obedience and do the job. It's a ministry. It's not a job. It's a joyful service.